Can you see the lot of goodies that are around your chairs with that jute bag? Okay, so I'm representing that company. So now I'm just going to give you a brief about what we do and what my company does. And we're going to try to make this a little bit of an interactive session. I don't like to have one-sided conversation. I'm not here to sell. I'm here to make you aware what my beautiful brand and my people do in the organization. Okay, so now starting about I think logistics. We started this journey in 2017. Okay, and there were just five friends that came together and decided that there's this e-commerce space. How about we cater into that, specifically looking at pan-India level? Okay, and when they were starting this journey, they initially were just five friends that came together and just like another startup, they started a startup. Initially, if you go to the next slide, I don't have the. So while the slides are being prepared, how's the event? Do you guys like it? How many of you have visited I think logistics stall? Not yet, but post the event I want all of you to come meet my lovely team that is there out there. Okay, I'm pretty sure there is something or the other that will surely be able to help you out. So do visit my team out there and visit me as well. I'll be there. So I hope to see you all there. Fair enough? Okay. Wow. This looks nice. The orange and the blue on the screen, right? Okay. So now, starting 2017, we started this journey, five friends. And initially, we first started with the prototyping, trying to understand the landscape of the domestic space, trying to understand what do we do in the domestic market. There is something which we call as right product market fit. So initially, we were on that journey, and there is no such thing as right product market fit. Because still till date, there is an R&D team that's constantly working on creating the right product market fit. Okay, so initially in 2017 we started. 2018 was when we started to create this awareness and try to have a test bed, and that is when we started to develop and have 1,000 sellers on board with I think logistics within a span of 12 months. Okay. After that, if you look at the timeline of 2020, that is when Sarayu, that's me, who joined I think logistics. The team had already created a fantastic product, and we were doing very good in the certain regions of India. And that's when we started the journey to go at a global level and try to scale up at what we do. So in 2020, we achieved this remarkable milestone of doing 3 billion shipments delivered. Now, when I talk about courier aggregator, I wouldn't say we are a courier aggregator. We are a tech first, then logistics company. Okay. So when I talk about that, what basically we do is, are you all aware about Uber? Is everybody aware about Uber? I cannot hear the yes, guys. Yes. I'm not here to give you a lecture. I'm not that professor because there's not one of those who could be into that very studious class. So let's make it a little bit interactive. At any point of time, you have any questions? If you feel I'm not able to answer, please raise up. I'll try to answer. And if not, there's a team at the booth. They'll be able to answer. Okay. So we were just developing this domestic product, and so we have certain features and tools in the domestic space. First, of course, courier aggregation is a part of that. But majorly, we have something which we call as branded white label tracking page. Right? In that, basically, what we offer you so that you can offer your customer is the similar white label experience. Let's say if you're a brand, we give you that you can stick your logo. We don't stop there. We also give you an opportunity to cross-sell your other products as well. Because that's where is the rightest intent of your audience there. So you can increase your conversion rate. Okay. Second, we give you features such as pin code performance. Then we give you in India. Now that's about the domestic brief. Initially, after 4 years, we've developed. In 2021, we decided, okay, now we're doing fair enough and good in domestic markets. How about we tap into the international space that is there? Okay. So in 2022, we started this journey of doing international. Now here, there's a little bit change that we do. Okay. In domestic, we're a courier aggregator platform with tech. Here, we are a tech first, but now here we have our own logistics network. Okay. And why are we entering into this international space? What brings us to this international space is, let me take you through a small problem statement that exists. So the international cross-border market is divided into two parts. Okay. First is the postal and the second is the express. Now when we talk about postal, there is one brand that comes to our mind, which is India Post. Okay. Now when I talk about India Post, there are certain challenges that we come across. Okay. First, of course, since it's a government back, it is affordable. But at the same time, the tag, oh damn, it's too slow. Okay? And the world of today, where in domestic markets, you need 15 to 20 minutes delivery. Imagine you're delivering your shipments to 25 to 30 days across the globe. What world are we living in? We need to pace enough and we need to fast enough. So for that, you have something which we call as express. In the express, you of course have faster delivery, but ये India है यार, हम सब limited capital पे चलते हैं. Okay, so to meet up that need, it is little bit expensive side. And when we all today are dependent on a lot of marketplaces as a business model, so वहाँ पे you have a very small, margin or probably the competitiveness is completely high. So if you increase the price to compensate the shipping charge, the business is lost out there. Okay, so we try to understand that there were certain pointers that this slide picks up. As I said, I'm not going to read the slide to you. I'm just going to share what I understand and try to connect with you guys on a more simpler background out there. So what we try to understand, what is the space that we need to tap into? Okay, first we realize we need to have a faster tag than postal. Okay, second, can we be faster than express? Hell yes, that's our aspiration. But do you ask me right now? We cannot do that. Okay, because of course, just like you guys, we are also a bootstrap startup. Right? After that, we are trying to understand what is the other things that we can do. So we realize one thing. There is one big market that we are tapping into. And I think logistics only focuses on that. Is the e-com market. Okay? E-com space is where we feel is the future of India, as well as future of India going global. So there is a concept which is today very trending, which we call as D2C, right? Direct to consumers. I think logistics aspires to coin a term in the industry, starting from today, which we call as D2G, domestic to global. If you want to start that journey, I think logistics is there to provide you and be the shipping partner that is there. Now, let me just give you a gist about what we do and what exactly we have here. Can we all read this line together if it's possible, please? Let's have this voice out and echo it out there. Business today, please guys, come on. But shipping is still physical. How sad is that, right? We are all going digital, but shipping today is still physical. Let's do it. Let's make it digital. Okay? Now, how are we going to do that? Is with all of your support, of all the people that are sitting there, and the other people that are sitting in the other parts of India. We're going to come together, and we're going to revolutionize the international space for domestic sellers in India. Now, let me take you to the journey of what makes us different from the other competitors. Yes, slide में रखना पड़ता है, so I'll just take you to the business model slide to simplify you of what we do in the logistic network. If you're selling directly through your websites, or if you're selling on marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, okay, you can directly integrate, I think, logistics, and we will there ship your products across US, UK, Australia, Canada, and likes of Nigeria. So we're on this journey, which we want you to be a part of us. Of course, competition needs to be there, but at the same time, there also has to be that one chance that you will give to I think logistics. You believe in one policy. When you think international, think I think logistics international. Okay? Now let me talk to you about certain features that makes us different from other competitors that are there in the space. So first, as I said, we are corely focusing on empowering e-commerce space. For us, e-commerce is the market that we want to tap into, and we want to be e-commerce company first. Like how we say we are a tech company first and then logistics, the same way, we are going to be a company that's focusing on e-commerce space, that domestic as well as international out there. So when I talk about e-commerce space, there are certain challenges. So there are a lot of people that do international out there, but there are a lot of fellow colleagues and partners of you that does domestic. But when you go tell them, hey dude, you know what? Why don't you start international? They're like, international? Right? It feels like it's a syllabus. It's like telling commerce student to pursue science. Okay? That's how it is. So there's this jargon and the stereotype that international is too complicated. So we want to simplify this international space of shipping out there. So as I said, we're a tech company first. We have this really super beautiful looking dashboard that our tech team has been able to create. Okay? And when we do that, as you look at me, I'm pretty young, right? That's how my anxiety is. So we try to simplify a lot of stuff. Be it dashboard, be it communication, be it sales pitch, be it features that we have. Right? So we have a very super simple and insightful creative dashboard. So when you enter into it, it does not feel like it's a government website, but it really feels that every feature or tool that is there is solving your query or is there for the purpose. Okay? We, as a tech team and a product team, they ask one question to themselves. Why do we need this feature? And if yes, do we really need this feature? Only if we did that metric, that's when we have that. Then there is one very important problem in international space. Multiple tracking page and multiple tracking links. So as a tech company first, we tried to solve this. There is one single unified page to track your shipments from getting it picked up to getting it delivered. So you don't need to go from multiple loading of URLs to websites. It's just one page, end-to-end tracking for you and your customer as well, right? Then as I talked about faster transit time. So when I talk about faster transit time, of course, we cannot match the express. I said we aspire to do that someday, or maybe faster than that. But for now, we deliver our shipments within a tag of 8 to 12 days, right? So we are that people that like to, not overcommit and underperform. We like to undercommit and overperform. Okay. So when I talk about 12 days, 12 days is the max that we do, and that's specifically for the US region. US and Canada, maximum it takes is 12 days. And after a point of time, let's say UK, of course the timeline is going to be less. But to give you just an average stat, we do 8 to 12 days. So we are faster than Post, okay, but slower than Express. But someday, very soon, we'll be on the similar lines as well. Then there is one very important thing, which is as a software company, it's very important to have that human touch with the software product. For that, we provided 24/7 customer support. One window to resolve all your queries. You don't need to go from window to window or department to department. Just one number and it will solve all your queries. Then, as I talked about e-com friendly, so when you talk about being e-com friendly, right? First is the tracking page. Second is simplifying onboarding process. Third is the custom clearance that we have. Okay, we've also tried to simplify that, and right now we're creating this awareness which lacks in this space of CSV4 and CSV5. So we are also trying to create awareness to all the international e-com sellers about CSV4 and CSV5. Then, as like other marketplaces, we have integration of marketplaces as well. And then today, I'm very proud to say that it's just been 1 year, but we've already started shipping across multiple locations across the globe, and we're trying to expand it. I think we are running short of time, so I'll just, how much time do I have? Okay, thanks. I'll just try to go quick, okay? Another USP when I talk about it, our weight slab starts from 50 grams. Specifically, this is the reason we came up with this, we identified there is a big jewelry market out there in Jaipur, okay? And the main pain area is, when my shipment weighs 50 grams or 100 grams, why on earth do I pay 500 or 750 grams? And we said, we don't want you to work as per courier partners. We want you to work as per your needs. Because we're an e-com company first, and then we are looking into other space. So this is one of the unique points, which I call as UBP, unique bragging point. So this is my sales team constantly keeps on bragging about this point. Okay, so this is one of the differentiators for us. So it's basically, the tagline is pay for only as much as it is. Another interesting feature that we have on an international is a same-day pickup. Right? In this same-day pickup, what we do is, let's say, this we do it in limited locations. But for now, starting with Jaipur, if within the given time span, if you can order, your order will be picked up the same day. Which again gives you an added advantage of you don't need to have a bigger space to store your inventory when it can get picked up the same day. Why to store it and hire more space? Okay. Then I talked about e-com, friendly. So this is where the custom clearance part comes in. And we offer CSV4 and CSV5. The main benefit of CSV5 is you get all the GST credit. So you can have your GST invoice and you'll get the entire GST credit with the help of CSV5. And these are just few, English literature that I have on this slide. So what are the things that we really manage? We look after the duties and taxes, transit time I talked about, tracking page I talked about, and why to go to multiple softwares when there's one unified platform to resolve all your solve and problem. So when you think international, I think logistics international. Thank you guys for being such a